Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cowboys and the Broncos. All that and more coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Denver Broncos taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Charles, it's been less than a decade since the Broncos were here. In theory, they're ahead of the curve, but it's been a long road from Super Bowl 50 to now.
And yeah, what a season they've had. They had not won a single playoff game in interim, but now they're back looking for what would be their fourth Super Bowl title.
Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the wait is over. This has been, of course, one of the preeminent franchises in American sports history. They've had a bumpy ride along the way, but they're back in the Super Bowl for the first time since Super Bowl 30 in 1996.
And partner, when you say this is the first time back in the Super Bowl since 1996, Super Bowl 30, I'm blown away. One of the preeminent franchises in the NFL. You would have thought they've been here multiple times since then. The Cowboys want to add another Super Bowl title and bring it home to Dallas.
Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And he spoke very eloquently and passionately on Media Day about what a victory here would mean for him. He knows this just isn't any other game. This is the kind of game that stays with you for a lifetime. If there's anyone on this field tonight who's most ready for this moment, I think it's this man right here.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Here's Pollard again. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills. The ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying for it with P-Ryan. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
First down, they go back to P-Ryan. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Hand off here for P-Ryan. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 0-0 our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there at one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Now Wilson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Prescott going to change the play. And now they'll shift things around. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Play fake. Here's Prescott. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That would be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Denver's offense now set to go. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The pass there complete to Sutton. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They go play action now. Wilson. Flushed out right. A solid stiff arm. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. They'll hand it to Pirine. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Now 2nd and 9. Throwing is Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's second down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. They got his man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Prescott now from the 50. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Toby. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And now we're going to get a stoppage. Remember, the Cowboys shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. He'll get this one to Patrick. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Powers by at the 40. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete there to Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. To throw again is Wilson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The kick by Marr is good. And they are on the board with but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. 1 second, all that remains. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's caught inside the 20. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end, and now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the call, let's get it right back to Brandon and Charles. Both teams making their final adjustments of the season during this long halftime break. Who will claim the Lombardi Trophy? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles in Vegas for the second half of Super Bowl 58.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And the Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Wilson slowly taken in by Smith. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. Now it's Wilson. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Ryan. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8. Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Patrick. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again here, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Going to run again here with Pollard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
64 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
Oh, able to avoid him.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 43. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now. To throw is Wilson. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons
in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
They've certainly hit the point of no return in this one because that was absolutely the last time they could afford a sack. You guys sustain your blocks and keep your quarterback clean for as long as it takes in this situation. They failed up front this time to do so.
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And taken right on the 30. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Prescott off play action. His throw incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Third and 4.
throwing. Prescott. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Play action now. Prescott. Throwing left sideline complete. It's Ferguson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys are starting to pull away in the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field, and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Broncos about set to go on offense. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points, and they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And they're going to speed things up here. Wilson.
What a sequence there defensively. You get the sack to move him to 3rd and long. Then here, just nothing available. And he's got to throw it away.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Now 2nd and 4.
Here's Wilson.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Now it's Wilson. And that's incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The kick by Maher is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Here's 2nd and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Prescott to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Prescott. Buying time to his left. That is intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Here's Wilson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing now is Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. Now Wilson. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Wilson to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Down to their final play. They've got to get in the end zone. That's part 1. Part 2, the 2-point conversion.
Throw the 2-point conversion right out of their mind. That's what they have to do. What you said is accurate. In the end zone, have to score a touchdown.
This ball intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. And the Dallas Cowboys will hoist the Lombardi Trophy. They are the kings of the NFL. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.